All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Overshot, a paintball podcast. Just got a shout out. Today's episode sponsors number one, Dizana Sports. We got these sick Overshot Factory joggers that we've been rocking. I've been seeing them around lately. We've been having some kids playing some X ball. We've been playing some 7-man, airball, and stuff like that. So Dizana makes all our goods. We got the joggers and we got the jerseys. Definitely use code Overshot for 10% off. They're coming out with some new hockey style jerseys. So if you like any of the major hockey teams, they do their plays on that. It's got, the string, old school hockey style and everything like that. So definitely pick them up. Next sponsor, Volcano USA. A lot of teams have been picking them up lately because they're moving over from those bags that you've been rolling around in the mud. So you sling the backpack over. It's got plenty of room and everything like that. We're all from the Northeast here. It rains. It snows. When you're dragging those bags through the mud, those wheels, they're small. They don't go through that mud at all. So you just pop that backpack on, volcanousa.com, Overshot 10. Let the boys know we sent you, and you'll get your 10% off. They're quick to ship. They'll get them to you in a couple of days. So if you're looking for one for the weekend, when this comes out, it'll be Tuesday. You'll get it by Friday, so you can use it this weekend. I saw a lot of the Misfit Toys using them this past weekend for the Players League. They've been rocking the bags, and they've been loving them as well because even in the rain and snow, you got it. But that's enough for the paid advertisements, at least for now. The other thing we want you guys to do is we just set up a Patreon account. We're going to be having exclusive content in there, different tiers and everything like that. The top tier will give you a free interview. So if you're looking to get on the stuff and you don't want to wait months, weeks, or anything like that, you want to get, shout out to the top of the list. Eventually we'll be giving everybody a shot here in paintball. But if you want on, please go down to patreon.com/Overshot of Paintball Podcast. On all the major players and all our sponsors, we're going to in the future. So definitely check us out. We play it all. COVID kind of hit us a little bit. We haven't been up as much on our scenario games, circuits and stuff like that. But woods ball tournament, scenario games, everything like that. Speedball, and that kind of kicks it over to Reggie scenario side on the woods ball tournament side, on the speedball side, in paintball, and tell us your first experience and what kind of got you hooked.
Man. Shout outs to OXCC. That's my home, man. I love them. Great community, great set of guys. Woodsball, everything. SCC is everything I've ever dreamt of. It's crazy happening all in 1 year. I started paintball 6 years ago, probably playing just woodsball, and now we're dual conference champions. It's weird. I never thought it, and now it's X-ball time. It's time for the big leagues. We're ready, man. We want to play some 10-man. We want to do everything. COVID slowed everything down. It was just such a short year for us, and we were just so hungry. We need more, and we're giving everything a shot. So all the leagues, send us invites. We just want to play, man. There's 30 of us. We're not little. We have a huge team, and we love to play paintball.
No, Soup Can's a huge team. You guys, I see you guys all over the place. But so, what was your first time like?
Absolutely, man.
My first time playing paintball?
Yeah, was it like a birthday? Was it like a rec play? Like, how did you?
Oh, man. My cousin had his birthday party. He was already playing speedball. It was old graveyard days. We were playing a graveyard paintball back in the day, man. And my first time ever playing, I was terrified, dude. I never thought I was really gonna play paintball. Like I didn't think I was gonna do it again. But the community for paintball is amazing. You'd be surprised just how many guys that just come up to you and just be your friend. And that's I think what kept me in the game so long. Just the community is amazing. Meeting guys all over the world, and it's just awesome, man. You can't ask for any better of a community.
No, I love the paintball community. Like, kind of the same thing for me. Like, me and my brother started playing. We didn't really know anybody, and now like I can't go to the field without running to like 50 people that I know. It's just once you get in, you're in.
Yeah, you're in for life. And every time you see somebody out, they're like, "Hey, man, you want to play some paintball next weekend?"
Yeah, I love it. Like, everyone's your friend. You go in there, it's like, oh, what's up, dude? Oh,
Yeah, it's awesome, man, and it's just uh, it's been crazy just with everything going on. Like how we went from being woods ball players to speedball is just like it was weird going from my first event I ever played was a WTS event, and I was unranked, man. I didn't have a jersey or anything, and I played with a line of soup can guys, and we just went out there and just had fun with it. And man, I'll never turn back on the tournament scene. And just to know now that I went from just WTS kickstarted me to play and go into EPL and play D5 last year and literally have our first tournament together in 3 years that we played. We take a first place was ridiculous. And then to come right back and follow it with a third was crazy, like to podium again. And then like the fact that we're just like they're like, yo, you're D4 now. And we don't want to play D4 like
it's too quick, too soon.
yeah, we're like, let us sandbag. No, no, we want more hardware, but no, it just made us hungrier, man. Now we just want to go, like, we just want to jump right into X-Ball, like, skip all the crap. Let's just go be a team and go. We want more. We want so much more. We're not done with the hardware. It's just not. It's not over.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, dude. Because like me and you were kind of cut from the same cloth. I did the same thing. Like my first tournament was a WTS, and then like kind of fucked around in the woods a little bit. Did like a couple races too, and then this year was my first Expo tournament.
Yeah, man, it happens fast, doesn't it? It's
dude,
crazy. I have to thank Chris for all that. Chris runs Sukan Cox. He's been a mentor of mine for a long time. He does it all for us. Like he lays it all out simple for us. He gets the job done. Man, without him, OXCC, like guys like Waldo, I would have no idea what the fuck I'd be doing right now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Some people may say he's a little rough around the edges, but man, I tell you, Waldo knows how to get the best out of people, man. He'll coach you up like no one's business, dude.
Oh yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he's the first person that got me in a tournament too. Man,
yeah, man. Not a lot of people can say that. I don't shoot a lot of people, so
not a lot of people will admit it. Shoot, I can't say many people would say I shot him either.
100%, dude. It's like getting shot by a girl. People don't want to admit it.
Especially being a soup can. We're like soup can. They're like, shut up.
But going into it, man, I know you said I mean, dude, it gets your team going. So kind of your guys' mantra, and I think it hypes people up, especially at big games. I think even people not on the team will like hear it and they'll get excited. So I don't know who came up with it, but like it's definitely something when you hear it on a big game or something like that, or even like it's like a hype speech. It's like a battle cry and everything like that. So I mean, even the mental game of paintball is a big part of it, man. So I don't know who came up with it or anything like that, but when you hear you guys screaming that, it kind of juices you up.
Oh yeah, and
you're like, let's fucking
man, it travels,
go
man.
and let's go do what we got to do. So,
oh yeah, you hear it from Miles. I mean, it's crazy. Like it started like a couple years ago. We were at Skyline Paintball, I think it was down in Virginia, and a good buddy of mine, Gizmo. A lot of guys know Gizmo from OXCC. actually was using it to find us because the field was so huge. Like your voice would travel, but you couldn't really see guys in all this like mountain and stuff. So like that's how it started, and it stuck. Like our guys just, oh man, it's been unreal, especially this year at EPL. Like just before every point you hear it, like it's intimidating. I'm sure it is. Like I can't imagine.
No, yeah, that's the whole point, to get like the other team psyched up. I don't know, I think it swings both ways too, because it could definitely hurt you. Because like I'm the kind of player, like I'm quiet, I won't say much, and if you do a rah rah speech over there, I'll look at my other four dudes and be like, "Hey, you fucking ready? Because they're coming. So let's fucking go, boys. Sack up."
Yeah, I mean, we have guys on our team is such a mix. So you'll see guys on our team that like, it's not really their vibe. They just, but they have to find other ways to get around it too. So,
Yeah, no, for sure. Some people need to be hyped. Like I'm the kind of dude that like you don't need to hype me up, dude. Because when they say 10 seconds, I'm already hyped. When the 10
yeah,
seconds goes off, my heart's already about to beat out of my chest, and I'm ready to eat. You don't need to give me a little rah rah. But dude, some dudes definitely need that. They're just a little too calm, and they, hey, let's fucking go.
yeah. I mean, they don't call me angry for nothing. I'm on the field. I'm aggressive. I'm a different person in my mask. Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, hell yeah, that's how you got to be, though. Between the nets, you got to be a fucking
Yeah,
savage. You got to be a monster. Outside the nets,
yeah.
though, it could be a different story.
Hell yeah, man. We're ready to we want to see some TSXL next year. Yeah, man.
You should do it, man. I know our guys are hopefully going to be putting
I
in a
appreciate
squad.
that,
Should be
man. So
fun.
we're gonna actually, dude, it's gonna be a lot of interest. A lot of interest for sure. This year was year one of it. We ended. The last event. We had 18 D4 teams. We expanded to 2 fields because we could only do 12 in one field in a day. So we expanded to 18 D4 teams. D3 had some ups and downs all year. We started with 5, we got 10, and then we went down to 4. But I mean, we also ran a D5 Expo event because the big thing that we kind of saw was, from you guys played D5 5-man this year. For you guys to
Right.
go from D5 5-man to Expo, you're going up a division. You have to get a coach. You got to get a pod runner. It's a different format.
Yeah.
So, that's why we did a D5 Expo event. We had 10 teams. So next year, we're going to do D5 Expo. We're going to do an open class Expo event. We're talking to a few teams, the Bears, the Padres, the Jesters. So we're looking at kind of, if you're playing Northeast Paintball, no matter what your rank is, you can play the TSXL, and you don't got to travel to the NXL and, drop, $2,500 for entry to win $2,500 back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not looking to make up money on it, but also, people got to realize that, listen, if the money was to be had, and I can give out $10,000 for first place, I would do it, but it's not there yet. But kind of going into it, Reggie, the first thing I wanted to talk to you about, kind of knock some things off my list here. So the first event that you guys played, you guys won. The first EPL you guys played, that I think that was, the first one of the year. Was right after COVID. It had a bunch of, there was like, I think there was like in teams there, and I know you guys a while ago, so I can kind of refresh your memory. You played 302 Destroyers in the prelims,
Absolutely.
High Rollers, Throgs Neck Tide, and then Hurricanes.
Yeah.
And then I think you also played, and I see here,
Villain.
Covenant.
Oh,
right.
man.
Those were the 4 teams, and then you ended up going into the semis and prelims. So I mean, what did you guys do leading up to that event, and then go into the event?
It was, for us, it was just transitioning from a lot of hyperball, a lot of 7-man, 10-man situation, just shrinking it down, but maximizing the communication. We had to get up our communication skills. We downright just grinded communicating. We had just had to get, used to the movement. Going from the mech scene to electric scene is way different. There's the movement's different. It plays at a different style. It's a different pace. So we concentrated a lot on, at that time, just being closer together as a family, as a team, and knowing each other's skills, what every person's capable of. And man, all those teams we played, I can't believe you named all of them. I remember Villains, I remember Bomb Squad. These teams are freaking amazing, man. These are not D5 teams, man. None of those teams. I shout out to every one of those teams. It's been great practicing with all those guys. It's what we did was just downright grind, man. It was preparation. We got dirty, grimy. We beat up on each other, man. We did things other teams wouldn't do. We got sour with each other. Sukan's we're a different team. We're a little rough around the edges. We get gritty. Inside the nets, we leave it all on there. Even that's your brother, yeah. Inside that net, no, he's a victim. That's what he is. He better be a victim.
Yeah.
So we focused a lot on telling our guys, man, you stay alive. Stay alive. You can't lose a point if you're alive. So, we told our guys that, and it was we just were very, very successful. That prelims were we swept prelims. That was just amazing. That last point, villains. Wow, they came to play, man. I just remember that point like no tomorrow, man. I'll never forget it.
So give us a breakdown, man. What happened?
Bomb Squad has the cap. Final point. Final match. We're in the finals, and we're up 1-0 on Bomb Squad. We're excited. We're hyped. I think we took them too easily. I think we got lax. I think we went up 1-0. We got hyped. We thought it was in the bag, and they weren't having it. They have a really good team. Bomb Squad Pandemic. They're a great group of guys and girl. They're phenomenal. They came back. It was 1-1.
The girl's a killer, dude.
The girl was a monster, dude. We put 3 guns on her at one point in the fight. We had to, just to cool her off, because not only is her gun skills top level, she's the voice. She just holds them together with her voice. She's so hard to shoot. Big shout outs to Jay. She's amazing. But when that last point happened, I thought it was all over. I ran up to the 50. I shot a guy out. I look across the 50 and I just get creamed. And I back up and I look over and I see 2 more of my guys drop out. I'm like, no, this is not good. This can't happen like this. And I look back when I'm walking off. I look back and I see Dom in the snake corner. And while I'm walking off the field, I realized he's in a 1-on-1, and I'm like, oh man, we couldn't have asked for a better player to be in a 1-on-1. Oh my God, Dom is so versatile. He does the job every time. So then all of a sudden, I just noticed that gun that was shooting on the other side of the field was just completely outshooting his gun. Outrageously, you could just tell. And I was like, oh no way, what does that mean? What happens if a hot gun shoots on field? Do they check it? Refs never stop the point. They let the point finish. Dom tries his hardest to fight this gun, and he just couldn't hold on. Ran out of paint late in the point. Touches the buzzer, and we thought it was done. We thought we took second. We didn't know what happened. And then apparently the rule is if your gun's shooting over a certain BPS and the point was concluded, it's a swing point, which gave us the first place. So that was
So they checked it after the point.
Oh yeah, I was probably at the show trailer outside of the nets for a good 10 minutes before they told us what actually happened. Like
Damn, dude. I mean, good for you guys, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
Once I
something
heard,
that stupid cost your team the game.
once they explained the rule like fully and read it out of the book, I just turned to my guys and I was like, "Sukan, let's go!" Like they knew, like it was just surreal. Like it was my birthday. I never, ever in a million years thought like my team does it every year. Every year they a trophy, a banner, something's won, and like this year they just topped it. Oh man, it was amazing. It's amazing, and it's not like it's not one guy. We did it as a family. That's how we got it done.
No, man. I mean, that's awesome. I know you guys roll deep. You know, you got help in the pits, help with outside. You know,
Oh yeah,
you got your boys. Sometimes I know even at big games, I know you guys. You know, you preach that family aspect with even if a guy's short on whatever, you guys are scrounging. Hey, yo, you take my extra jersey, you take my extra pack, you take my gun. Here's some pods of paint. Like I've seen you guys do it time and time again. Where, like you said, it's a lot of people preach that family aspect, but I mean, I could 100% say when you guys say that, you guys got each other's back on and off the field. You guys, it seems like a lot of you guys are boys, and like you said, you got a mixed collection of dudes for sure, but it works out. It works out. You know what I mean?
oh, yeah.
Like you
We
said,
love each other. Man, we're closer. We're really close, man, and it's crazy how young we really are, and just how widespread we are. It's just an amazing aspect, and we love the youth. I think that's what keeps us going. Just always seeing the youth coming up and being better and better. Like these guys out here that I see playing woods ball scenarios, 10-mans right now, they're 11, 12 years old, just picked up a gun, and these kids are awesome, man. And there's something you can't teach, and it's heart. And a lot of these kids out here nowadays, they're full of it. And we love it.
The young blood's what keeps us going, dude.
Hell
you know what
yeah,
I mean? It's like vampires. You need that young blood sometimes, because sometimes when you get older, you're like, oh man, how much longer? Like it beats you up a little bit. And then you get some young kid like that loves the game, dude. It just rejuices you, revitalizes you, pumps you up, and you're like, let's do it. Let's go.
Anything good for paintball right now, man. With COVID and everything, and who knows what could happen next. Anything good for the community is good in my book. I'm supporting everything that's good for paintball.
No, yeah,
absolutely,
no, for sure.
man.
Oh, sorry. I just got a quick question. We can go into something else while though. So I've noticed a big trend out here at our local field that it's been very busy with the groups. So I don't get I love OXXC. I wish it was closer. I wish I could go there more. It sounds like it's your local field. You got to be there a lot.
To me, that's home. That's home. Really.
So have you noticed the same uptick? Do you see like a high amount of players recently?
Oh man, OXCC has been amazing. Oh my gosh. I just came home. I went out yesterday, and even in the rain, like the mid-Atlantic weather, you know how it is. You'll see rain and then some sun and then some rain again. There was 100 people out there, easy playing rec ball, picking it up, having fun. And OXCC, man, it's just the environment. You couldn't ask for a better environment, like growing wise, right now for the youth, for everything. It's just, oh yeah, it's definitely been uptaking since COVID for sure. For sure.
No, I mean, I love it. It's one of my favorites. I mean, typically when I go there, I play the big games there, but
you have to.
I mean, it's definitely super nice. I went to the TSXL when they had it there, and I got to see their other airball field, and it really looks like, they're doing a fantastic job over there, man.
Oh yeah, I got to watch that TSXL event. I was so mad I wasn't playing in it. Oh man, they got so grimy. I wanted to play it so bad. Oh man,
I mean, dude, hold on. Hold up, man. I think that's what made you guys do good, because I saw you guys, even though you guys played, I think, the day before, and yeah, my layout was slightly different, but it was basically the EPL layout but I moved the snake 2 feet to the side, kind of. So the shots were a little bit different, but it was basically the same thing. And I honestly think you guys, and this is why I thought like you guys would do when you guys did good. I was like, those dudes, I was like, they're there. Like you had your whole line there. Like I think you said you played the day before or whatever, or you played on the other field or something like that. But I think you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys were there both days watching good teams play the layout. You know what I mean? And you saw what kind of worked, what kind of didn't work. And I know you guys were talking. So I think like that's something a lot of teams don't really do sometimes is like, you know, you go to the field, you play points, you know, you're there for a couple hours, but sometimes it's even more valuable just to watch these teams play. And I saw you guys kind of watching teams play and kind of dissect in the field.
We learn more off the field than we do on it. Yeah, man, just studying everything, layouts, just even watching paintball on different layouts, you can just learn. I mean, and that's a huge thing with me and paintball is growing the learning community too. You have to teach people, you know, and everybody can teach everybody. That's the cool thing about paintball. You know, you could be playing paintball for 10 years and learn something from a guy that's been playing for a year. So like, that's one thing I preach. Like I will always take information. I love learning. So like, yeah, watching TSXL the week before definitely helps. Yeah, man. We do. That's what you have to do. I think in this day and age with the athletes that we're seeing right now, you have to study. You can't just depend on your athleticism. You have to come together as a team and use your head. I mean, these layouts now, they're changing. They're getting faster paced, you know, more open. These athletes, they're getting faster. Period. I'm seeing the fastest guys I've ever seen in paintball this year. So like I just think right now, yeah, learning is the key. You have to learn. And yeah, I watch a lot of paintball, man. I watch a lot of paintball. I'm a huge Impact fan, so I just Joy Division. I love those guys. So I watch a lot of paintball, man. Nonstop.
Perfect. You guys stole A-Rod from me because my favorite team is the Iron Men. So now I hate you.
I mean,
Podcast is over. Click.
Dude. Gotta be. The singing career wasn't doing too well. He had to go to Impact, make a little bit of money, and then Iron Man didn't even know if they were playing cups. So you would have left Iron Man.
No.
You would have left Iron Man for a pair of socks, dude.
I'm just saying I'm smart enough to admit that without A-Rod, we have zero chance at winning any games.
It's paintball. Anybody can win, man.
5 guys with guns against 5 guys with guns.
That's right. It only takes one
Dude,
paintball.
that's what I was saying all weekend.
You know, in the NXL, it might take 2 paintballs, but one usually does the job.
No, that's all.
I'd say 3 to 5 sometimes, man.
I
don't say the one ball. 3 to 5. You got to give that 3 to 5.
You have to watch the 5 to 7 threshold for overshooting, though. You have to be careful.
So I mean, going into the next event, you know, the first event, you come up with a win. Going into the second event, I know you guys ended up, you know, saying you got third, and I'm not making it look like I'm a wizard here, and I just remember every game you guys played in your whole career. I just bringing up the stats here, so trying to make things a little bit easier. So you guys end up, you know, you don't have to go through every team, but like, you know, just throwing it out if something jogs your memory. I know you play, you know, Apex Predators, guys you see all the time at the field. They're a fellow OXCC coalition team. You know, I think that was the only event they played, so maybe they got scared after you beat them. I don't know. Then you played Pandemic again, High Rollers, Sinister. You know, then you played Sad Boys, who ended up knocking you guys out. Then you had to play for third and fourth. But you ended up beating the Wolves, and the Wolves are a solid team. Like they won TSXL D5.
Good, man.
They're not really D5. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, they're not. Either Sinister. I love Sinister. Love Sinister. They're good, man. They play paintball. High Rollers. Everybody knows High Rollers. We don't have to talk about them.
I mean, it was their beeline. They were legit. Don't be saying it was like Adrian and Allie coming to dunk on you.
No. Thank God.
Allie be dunking on dudes in the TSXL, though. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know if you saw that video of her running them down, but
Allie's a beast. Allie's a beast, man. I love Allie. So yeah, it definitely wasn't Allie's line, thank God. But it was, our third was crazy. Just going sad boys. I was mad. I was a sad boy that day. I was very upset. No, it was humbling. I think coming from a first to a third was very humbling. It just showed us that we got a little too ahead of ourselves and we needed to go back to the drawing board. I think it just made us hungrier. And it I think after that, like after the third, I think just life took over a little bit, and we couldn't come back the last event as hard as we could have. I mean, we had another event the same day, so we were really split. I think we needed time to get back in the groove because we know it's ahead of us next year already. It was already set in stone. We were playing D4. We're going X ball. Right. You know, it's time to put up or shut up. So I think a lot of our guys are trying to dial back from, things that are excessive and money spending to try to get back to work with our unit and
eat, sleep, paintball. That's it, baby.
Eat, sleep, paintball. Seriously, that's all it's been. I'm tired of paintball almost. I can't say I'm tired of paintball. That's like impossible, but I'm as close as you can get.
Yeah, you're in it. You're in it.
No, I get it, man. You get burnt out sometimes. And I think, like you said, you had another event. I know because I think that was the next one. It was like Super Game and EPL was the same weekend.
And then Super Game.
So I'm sure you guys. So
yeah.
Then you guys were kind of cross doing stuff, right? You were playing the scenario and then you were playing EPL. Like you were kind of split where maybe and that's what hurt you guys. Maybe you guys should have just focused on doing one or the other, but you're also a home team, the OXCC. So
yeah, but it was, I mean, you have to do what you have to do. But we're a real diverse team. It was easy for us to split. I feel like, I mean, we're a really good scenario team. That's just what we do. So I think it was just those guys not being on the sideline maybe was that support change. That support means a lot to us. Those guys being on the sideline and everything, it helps so much having guys running your pods, filling your pods. I never even
100%.
I don't even think I touched a pod besides pulling out my pack to put in my gun. I don't think I touched a pod.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You just got to focus on playing. You're not focusing on collecting the money to buy the pod. You eat whatever. You're just focusing on playing. And when you could just focus on one job, it makes things a lot easier, man. And that's why shout out to anybody that helps pod for any team that I'm ever on. I always thank them because I'm usually that guy. I've been that guy, and it's like, dude, when
shout out Carmine.
When you don't get the thanks.
Tournament. Shout out Carmine.
Shout out the pod guys. I mean, I know because we put a team in to the Independence. What the OTP? Not the OTP. Yeah, the OTP one. We had a team. Wasn't Overshot Factory because we didn't get our jerseys in times, but it was the same guys. He played. Travis played on it, and then I coached the team, and we played your guys. And I do my homework. I know, but I had a couple guys go, yo, these soup can cock guys, they got first and they got third, like they're pretty good. And I'm like, I know these guys, it's not the same guys, like don't take them, I'm not going to take them lightly, but I didn't see you there lightly. I didn't see Dom there.
I
didn't see you there. I didn't see Dom there. So I knew I didn't have to put two, I don't know, you know what I mean? I knew I didn't have to put two guns. If you were there, I'd be like, all right, this is the guy and Dom's the guy, and then we'll worry about the other three guys. You know what I mean? But just be truthful. But then I saw your guys, and I was like, man, listen, like I do my homework. I know, and I know they had a rough day, a rough outing. It was raining. I mean,
it was horrible.
My dudes loved the rain.
It was horrible. No, we have younger guys that just, they wanted to go get it. They we didn't we wanted to take it slowly and build back up what we needed to come back in first again, and they were like, hell with that, we'll go in the rain and get a first, and they had a hell of a day. It was
sorry, I wasn't about to let that happen. I apologize to them, but I was not about to let that happen.
They had a hell of a day. They had a long day, and they learned from it. I know that. But I give anybody credit for who played that day. That day was hell. Just a lot of shit, weather and paint. But I just think that
there was some other stuff going down too, man. But I'm not ripping any league. We got fourth. Nothing happened bad enough for us to get fourth. You know what I mean? No, we didn't get screwed bad enough to get fourth place. But I saw some things go down.
Never about the players,
like you said,
always
that was bad. It
players.
wasn't the same line.
No, it wasn't our same line. We had to we just had to get ourselves together. We had to get ourselves together. It just us now, me, Dom, Cam, getting older, we just having families. I mean, my fourth kid is due on Christmas Day, so
dang, dude, congratulations!
Thank you. I know
you almost got a whole squad in your house, bro.
Between me and Chris, we have a 10-man lineup. We're going. It's just life just makes us slow down a little bit. Yeah, young soup cans, always soup cans. My kids yell soup can all over the place.
That's too funny.
They're on the sidelines with me everywhere I go, man. I love them to death. I wouldn't know what I would do without them. Definitely.
No, hell yeah, man. Your little support system. That's why you do it, right? To show them the trophies, dude.
Oh man, paintball. I love showing my kids the trophies and stuff and all that. But paintball for me is just it's family, man. At this point, I couldn't be without Soup Can, dude. No way. On and off.
I was having this conversation with somebody else the other day, and they were just like, "Well, what friends do you have outside of paintball?" I was like, I don't. Yeah, I don't. If they don't play, if they're my friend, they play paintball, and if they don't play paintball, they're not my friend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like. Everything you're saying is right. It's a family, dude.
It is, man. And over the years, it's just gotten even closer. I mean, like I thought it was funny that he brought up Dom. I love Dom, man. He's a brother to me. He amazing gun, man. For somebody 6'3", you don't think he can do the things he can do, man. It's been amazing playing with guys like that. You got to think about our team with all the egos. It's just, you'd be surprised we can hang like how we can, but we make it work, man. We make it work. But I didn't know you guys got to play our younger guys. That's cool. I need to start doing more of my homework since I'm home.
Yeah, they were our second game, and we played good in the prelims,
dude. Yeah, man. I mean, we put together, it's I would say it's a kids team, but it's Travis is on it. Travis is, what are you 33, Trav? Kids team plus him. Yeah, we got and we've shouted this kid out in the podcast plenty of times. You got this kid Carter, this kid Jacob, they're 15, 16. This kid little Tim Doyle, I've known his dad. I've known him since he's 8. He's like 17 now. He just got back into paintball, and those three kids, kind of specifically, we want to play tournament, we want to do this, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to coach, but when you see a kid and he just, dude, I mean, it's mostly this kid Carter kind of gets us going, and
he's hungry.
It's like the kid wants to play, then he's drilling after, he's shooting poles in the dark, he goes right into his car. He's watching film. He's watching, you know what I mean? So it's like, you can't help but not want to help him. So, D5 EPL, we put a team in, you guys ended up being there, but, yeah, dude, you doing your homework is, I mean, I'm the guy. I could probably, you point to somebody on the street and I'd be like, yeah, ranked D4, 284 points, played this tournament, that tournament. People think it's crazy, but it's just like, I don't know, dude, that's what, like, that's what like gets me going though, man. It's like me at a scenario game. Like you ask me the rules and I find the way to break the rule, or I try to find the way. Like it's to me, it's all part of the game. You know what I mean? There's the playing part,
man.
there's the mental. It's all of it, dude. It's saying something to someone when you walk by to them, you know?
Oh yeah.
Now think
I
about
think
it. Was
paintball is mental, especially scenario games. You gotta find the loopholes, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Waldo and I have done some extreme things to win games.
For sure, dude. So I've done extreme things. I just tell you to go and handle my dirty work by shooting motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I'm like, you go shoot all these dudes in front of me so I can do the shady things and get it done. But I'll be clear, I never break the rules. But if there's a rule not there, I can't not break it. You know what I mean? I bend it.
Bend it a little.
So with that being said, you guys end up wrapping up this EPL, and then we can kind of go into what scenario guys you have and what you have planned in 2021. So you guys end up, doing well in the beginning of the season, kind of faltering a little bit towards the end, but you guys end up placing well enough at all these events to become the EPL series champion. And by doing so, because of the way, this year worked in the North, they kind of merged events and stuff like that. You ended up being like dual winners. Am I getting that right? 2-time double series, 2 conferences.
North
okay,
and Mid-Atlantic Conference champions.
That's gotta be nice to say.
Yeah, it's cooler to say that it can't be done again. That's the best part. But no,
if there's COVID next year, maybe it can be.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what we might do next year?
Okay.
I mean, I know what we're gonna do next year, but I'm not allowed to tell yet. We're gonna get into some fun.
You just said you're playing the TSXL 2021. You already said that. We're locking it in. Major announcement. If you don't
do, come on, we're Soup Cam. We're gonna do so much more than that.
I mean, dude, you're just making me happy by saying that. Whatever you do after that's bonus, baby.
Hell yeah, we're about playing paintball. Next year is gonna be crazy. I know we're taking the Legend series ran by CPX. We're taking that seriously this year, so we're gonna take 2 trips down to Carolina. We're gonna play one at Bones and Ashes in March, and then we're gonna try to run back down in June for Myrtle Beach. All the OXCC events, of course, that's home. We're gonna be there heavy. We're gonna try to get into some 10-man, some 7-man. I think next year we're trying to do it all, man. We're just dedicated. We're hungry. We're just gonna see where life takes us, and we're just gonna get a taste of everything. We want to see what NR is about. We want to see the nasty teams again. We miss those guys. So, we definitely want to. We want to taste a couple nasty teams. Yeah, Brave. We want some Brave guys. So we're gonna come to TSXL. We want some hardware from TSXL too. Yeah. I mean, hardware is like come and go, but right now all we know is consistency, and we're just gonna try to stay on top of it. That's all we know.
Yes, the hardest part is the consistency part, dude.
I mean, something like this.
Yeah, I need one of those.
Something like that, maybe.
Yeah, I need one of those right there. Music right there. Don't worry, I'm coming.
Should I, start engraving the name now on it?
You might as well put my name on it. I'm coming. You can put SEC on one of them because we're gonna bring one home eventually.
I mean,
I mean, I have tons.
Wait, you got one of those?
Yeah, dude. The pod runner gets one too.
I was gonna say, I was like, you guys got 4th. How did you get one? And then I forgot you pod run one time.
That's awesome, man. I can't wait. I just want to play so bad. X-Ball's been screaming my name, man.
Dude, I love the X-Ball format. I wasn't so sure because I'm an older man, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know I'm gonna deal with these faster paced points. But dude, I love X ball, dude. It's
I
so
love
much
it,
fun.
and I'd like the transition to split deck. Actually, I like that too. Like split deck wasn't bad. It definitely sped it up a little bit, you know, and I like that format too. So I wasn't too upset with the split deck format, but I watched X Ball, man, and I was like watching TSXL in front of you on that turf at OXCC was just you just wanted to get in there. I don't care who you are. If you play paintball, you wanted in those nets, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Especially
Just
that
tear
turf. That turf
net
was
open and
fresh.
get up in there, dude.
Dude, I wanted it so bad to just look at one of those teams and be like, do you need a guy? Like, please, just let me play. No, that turf is that turf's amazing, man. Yeah, OXCC is doing a lot of work. I mean, I don't know if you've been there recently. I just got done playing Endless Legends that same weekend as Cup. They introduced their brand new field. OXCC is just
That cargo
outdoor.
container thing. That cargo
That
container.
cargo container field is amazing.
I saw pictures and a drone video, dude. I gotta you know what it is, man, and this is something we kind of been my pet peeve lately about certain fields and certain deals and everything like that. I don't mind paying price. I don't mind paying whatever price it is when I know the field owner is putting the money back into the field. Where I get mad at these fields is when you're charging me a premium for a product and the product is not up to the premium. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? And I think
None of that.
OXCC has always been improving. Like I
Always.
said, every time I'm there, we actually went, like you said, you saw us go there for the first event because COVID restrictions. New Jersey was off the wall with their restrictions. And I'm like, hey, man, I gotta run a league. I'm like, I could have 25 people in New Jersey and 25 people. That's 2 X-ball. That's 3 X-ball teams.
Games,
That
yeah.
ain't going to work, dude. It's 2 X-ball teams, really, 12 guys each. You know what I mean? I couldn't do it. And some people were giving me, well, you have 12, then you kick them out. They go down the block. I'm like, that ain't going to work. People are going to stay, watch games, scout games. So luckily, shout out to Brian Barno and OXCC for letting us come down to Maryland and do our things. And, whatever your beliefs are or whatever, with the masks and the whole 9 yards, I'm not going to go down that road. But, we went down there. We did our things. We had our bottles of hand sanitizer that my boy made. Shout out Charlie. TSXL logos on 30 bottles of sanitizer. People were taking them as momentum. They're like, yeah, when you get big and you have more teams than the NXL, we're going to have the bottle and be like, I was at the first event. I have the hand sanitizer to prove it. Like collector's item. And I'm like,
somewhere. I have one somewhere.
Dude, I don't have one. So keep that, dude. That's going to be, you can see that on eBay in the future. It's gonna be worth lots of money.
It's not in this room.
Swear to you.
Where did I put that?
Shout out to CBD Script for your CBD needs and for your hand sanitizer needs. But man, dude, it's gonna be cool. We'll see what we're doing in 2021. We're working on dates. We're working on, we shout out to OXCC and Long Live for helping us out. Both fields were tremendous. Both Jim Kim, Barno, both two great dudes to work with. Barno even, helped us with some paint. He's got prestige and everything like that. So, we'll see what 2021 brings us. And we look forward to getting that information out as soon as possible. We're pretty much finalizing on the dates. We just got to lock in, venues and stuff like that. And paint, with everything going on with COVID this year, paint's been up and down all over the place. So we want to make sure in 2021 we can get you the best bang for the buck for your value. So, that's enough for me promote my league. We'll go back. This is the Reggie show, the Soup Can show, and we'll let him kind of go into EPL. We finished and wrapped that up. So you said you guys also had Endless Legends, you had Super Game. So just kind of go into your scenario season a little bit. As far as did you general any games? Did you get any? I think you guys got a lot of MVTs and stuff like that as well, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I haven't been up on my scenario games, but I've been seeing a little bit of stuff with I know you guys be posting and you see the S, the 16 O's, the 16 U's, 9 P's, lots of C's and lots of A's and N's. So I think there had to be some kind of awards this season on the scenario game side. So just go into that for us.
We ended up sharing an MVT award and SMP for Oh man,
That's
you're
Southern
killing me
Maryland
with
paintball.
that. Yeah, Southern Maryland paintball. We went there, shared an MVT with Rogue Patriots. We've this year, I don't know, man. This year is so long. It feels like right now. It was really short. Scenario wise,
But it was
we
also very long because it was a big break. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
It's kind
I
of
mean,
a catch-22.
we started our scenario year pre-COVID, Bones and Ashes. So that's a must play field. Black Ops Paintball, North Carolina, Fayetteville.
Dude,
Um,
I went there and met the owner because we were gonna do a WTS there. Nicest owner and one of the nicest dudes, nicest owners, sickest
Amazing.
fields, and I feel bad. I haven't played down there, man. I kind of owe it to the guy. I've been talking to him on and off. I literally went down there, met him. We walked the field, and then he was like, "All right, I'm leaving right now to go to Georgia to play a big game." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was with this kid from New Jersey, this kid that played on this team, Trifecta. I was like, "Yeah, you just want to take the ride with me?" And we get there. He's like, "Yeah, I'm playing this big game in Georgia. We're leaving right now." I'm like, "Yo, can I go with you?" He's like, "Yeah, leave your car here, hop in." So I jump in with him. We drive down there. We play a big game. Then we drive back. It was literally like a 48. Like I literally drove from New Jersey to North Carolina, then drove to Georgia, played the big game, got to the big game at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, played from 12 to like 5, played the next day, then drove back, then was back in New Jersey at 2 a.m. Like just consistent. Dude, I didn't know what day it was, where I was. Yeah, dude, I didn't even know where I was. I was at some rest stop or something, and I forget what I said, and this lady's like, "What?" I was like, she's like, "You from around here?" I'm like, "No, I'm from New York. What are you talking about?" Like some Southern lady. I'm like, "No, I'm from New York." I'm like, she's like, "Oh, all right." I'm like, "I don't even know what state I'm in." She's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Yeah, this guy kidnapped me to play." I'm like, "No, listen, I'm sorry." And she was like looking at me weird. I was like, "No, listen, I just, like, I've just had a big long round trip or whatever. And the guy, he's next to me. He's like, "I didn't steal him or anything." I'm like, "Yeah, I just met him like 4 hours ago." I'm like, "I don't even know what state I'm in. Are we in Georgia yet or whatever?" Oh, it was great. But yeah, shout out Black Ops, dude. So you guys went there. You guys played there. You guys end up winning that game. I think. Did you guys?
We
Who'd you
did
guys
win
play?
that game. Yeah, we won that game. We played that game for Joe Perez, 13th
I
Legionnaires.
fucking love
Shout out
Joe. He's
to
my dude.
13th Legionnaires. I love Joe Perez. That's my dude.
Yeah.
Good guy. Black Ops, yo, that's a must-go field. If you have to travel to go to you have to go there. Like, oh my gosh, that feels amazing.
If I don't have a TSXL Overshot Factory, we're coming for that. We're gonna come. We're gonna get one award at least, guaranteed. Just saying.
Hell yeah,
Anytime
man.
I get the boys together, we get awards, dude. We get awards for sure. We might not play a lot of big games as much as we used to, but I mean, yo, come to Living Dead.
Dead.
Yo, the other game that will definitely be on my schedule, Living Dead. Shout out. We'll be playing for
OTP.
For Allie again. Shout out. You'll get your wig split open. I don't care what scenario team you are. We're going to come and we're going to smoke you with mechanical guns, and you'll probably say we're overshooting you. But shout out to the Living Dead game.
We'll see you. We'll see you at Living Dead. Who knows what side I'll be on, though? I really don't know the answer to that, or I would tell you.
You should play with us, or you're going to get smoked again, man, because I know.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now. I know last time you played against us, and it didn't work. Talking about it at.
We'll play. We'll see what we can do. I'll send the message.
I'm telling you, you'd rather be with us than against us, bro. Play with us.
I'll say Waldo said we need to be
Dude, go get the whole coalition. Go get the whole coalition. I know Jimmy will get really excited when he shoots me, but that's fine, dude. I'm not a good paintball player. I'm a good LARPer. You know what I mean? That's why I don't play tour. tournaments. That's why I throw lightning bolts in the woods.
I can call soup can, but the coalition doesn't follow me. They follow Chris.
Nah, man, it's always good battle.
If Chris calls him, it works. No, it was. The last Living Dead was fucking awesome, man. I love playing against high rollers, and especially when newbies came and helped them. That was fucking awesome, man. I love that shit. So I hope,
dude, it was dope, dude. They played lights out.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. They played good ass paintball all day long. It was fun. So I can't wait, man. Living Dead is always one of my favorite games to play. So I'll definitely be there. Don't know what side I'll be on, but I'll definitely be there. No doubt.
Anybody listening to this, playing the Savages, shout out Allie, shout out newbies, shout out Bomb Squad, shout out Jesters, and whoever else we had. We had a nice force. So and what was the best part was just we were all nobody was selfish, man. People were working together. So, I mean, we had the newbies, semi-pro dudes, and they were out there running props. They were coming back. Like, dude, it was MVT well deserved. And shout out to the newbies. They ref my event to TSXL. You know, I don't care who you are. Reffing's one of the hardest gigs. You know, nobody gets it perfect, but you just want fair refs that get in there, do the job and stuff like that. You know, so shout out to the newbies.
All the refs, everywhere.
Dude, it's a thankless job, man. I mean, I was a ref for 8 years at the local field. I don't think I would do it again. Maybe if certain people asked me to do it, I would do it, but I'm not. I'll get all the refs together and they can ref and I'll run the event. And that's it. I'm not looking to ref tournaments, man. I'm not looking to ref tournaments, man. It's hard work. So shout out to the newbies. Yeah. Shout out to the refs, and even shout out. I'll give this kid the credit. He's been trying to ref my events for maybe about 5 years now. Jimmy Grzoulis, and I let him ref the last one finally. I finally let him ref the last one, and he'll be invited to ref again. So we'll let it that we'll let him do it. Just it took him a while, man. He had to earn his keep.
I love Jimmy Grzoulis, man. If it wasn't for him, there's no way I'd be where I'm at in paintball. He taught me a lot. Definitely, 100%. I love that guy. He's a good sport for paintball. He's all around good for paintball.
Absolutely. So any other major events that you want to go through before we wrap this up and let you plug your sponsors and your friends and all that?
Major events this year. Saturday, Splatterween. OX Hatfield. Let's do that.
OX Hatfield. So I went last year and I hadn't been to that field in it wasn't even named OX Hatfield. It was called LVP. Like 2013 or 20. I played some game. I played some game. It was called like the Junkyard Wars or something like that. And I just remember driving to the field. I was driving with his brother. I'm like, yo, you want to go? We're going to play for Tim from Dizana and Panda. We're going to go play. And he's like, what do you know about this field? And I'm like, dude, I don't remember it being that good, honestly. I'm like, but Biggie's a good dude. Like, let's go try it out. We'll go see what happens. I hit up Barno. I'm like, listen, I'm not looking for a big deal, but like if you could waive the entry, whatever. So, Barno hooked it up. We went out there and I go out there and you could definitely tell who's played there before because I went out there. I got clapped right in the face. I think it was Jimmy. And I was like, all right, go back out there, get fucking shot again. I'm like, where the F am I even getting shot from? Dude, I had no idea. I'm like, I'm not going this way no more. I'm going to take the long way around now. I'm going through like this town or whatever, and I'm doing a little bit better. And then I get clapped in. I'm like, dude, my worst day of paintball I've ever played. I'm like, F this. I don't know where anybody is because I think it was the soup can and Jimmy like just would run down this side. They knew the field. They like got to the good spots, and I was just getting clapped up everywhere. And I'm like, all right, like, normally, because it's a small field, so it's not like you can do that shit where you're like, all right, this is where everybody fights each other. I can go a long way around and try to do some sneaky stuff. Yeah, it's literally just like, it's like Dark Ops. You know how Dark Ops, it's just like this. this the whole time. So that's how this like little field was, Trav. And I know he could explain a little bit better. He was there, but dude, the worst day of paintball in my life. The only thing I had going for me is they were doing the morning briefing, and the one general left his like command binder there, and I look at Big E and I'm like, "Yo, you gonna pick this up?" And he's like, "Nah," and I'm like, "No, like you should pick this up because I'm gonna steal it." And then the whole side can't run missions the whole day because I have his command binder. I'm like trying not to be that guy, but like it's like when you ask a ref to like you're like, "Yo, am I hitting the goggles?"
Yeah, and he said, "No, you're good."
And you ask them 3 times and they don't come over, and then you're like, "Well, oh, sorry, never mind. We do not promote cheating on Overshot, a paintball podcast." Actually, I just wiped it and I walked off. Never mind. But anyway, I picked up the command binder, which is not against the rules. And I might have put it in somebody's gear bag, named to be unmentioned. And I'm walking off the field because I'm getting shot in the face by Jimmy, or maybe it was even angry, or maybe it was one of the other dudes. Maybe it was Dom. Maybe it was, who knows? Maybe it was Chris shooting me. I don't know. It was definitely Jimmy a couple times. But I walk off the field and I hear the ref going, "Yo, we can't find the team's command binder. Where's the command binder? Blah, blah, blah. Do. And I go back to the car, and we're parked right next to these guys, Trav. We're like, it's like me, and then I'm like, soup cans blocking us in. We can't even get out. Like, it's all them, and they're partying a little. They were partying the night before, and they were partying a little bit. Whatever. It happens. It's painful, right?
It's a big game.
Your brother comes out, and your brother's I'd never seen your brother laugh this hard in his life. Your brother's like, "Dude, they're looking for that binder." Because all you hear all over the rest of radios, "Yo, we can't. We gotta stop the game. We don't know where the binder is." We go back on the field and we hear, "Red command binder was found in the middle of the parking lot." So I guess whoever I gave it to was just like tossed it in the middle of the parking lot real quick, so nothing happened or whatever. But whatever, dude, nothing against the rules or anything like that. It was a good little thing or whatever. But I mean, it was one of those games where you had to try creative stuff to try to score some points. And eventually, like, I think I had 1 or 2 good runs. It was me, your brother, Tim from Dizana, Panda. Like, I made a little crew to go with, and I'm like, I'm not going on the field unless I have my crew with me, because and then I found a Pendragon guy. That's who helped me, the Pendragon guys. I'm like, "Yo, you guys have played here." I'm like, "I need you guys to kind of be my map." Because I'm like, in the middle of the field, it was like this Viacom, like, straw. I don't know what it was, dude. To me, it was like the bush. Yeah, dude, it was like 10 feet high, and you're coming through this stuff, and then all of a sudden there's like newbie landmines everywhere. And just like I would just like walk by somebody, they would come up and like clap me up, and I'm like, "I ain't playing in here no more." I'm like, my fucking head's ringing. So I mean, we ended up, dude, the field's it's small, it's nuts. I mean, Big E does what he can with that game, man. I know he gets a lot of prizes. It's his baby. He's got some sick. He had the Terminator hand. He had the Terminator mask. Like, he does it big.
Games. You get to see some stuff at Splatterween that you'd never see, man. Guys getting in costume. It's awesome.
It's a fun little game, man. I wish you would do it at a different field. Like, I think it outgrew that field a little bit. I think it could be one of those bigger time games, but it's a fun game for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it could go places for sure. But Big E's great at what he does, and I'm sure he'll do what he has to do. He'll always make
creative,
the right choice.
So it works out.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Big E.
Yeah, you got to, man. He's great for paintball, man. There's not many people like him in the sport, man. He's a great ambassador, definitely.
No, man, no, for sure.
Yeah, we had him on the podcast, and he's just, like I said, he's just one of those nice guys in paintball. You know what I mean? He's definitely a lot nicer than I am, man. He's definitely, he's nice on the field and off the field. Me, I'm nice.
Sometimes.
Like if my team wins the tournament and it's the next day and we're chilling, or something, or the night before, not even a night before the big game, because I'll be talking smack. I'm like, yo, we're going to win this big game. But I mean, I'll tell you this, there's only one time, and I was humble. I ate my shit. It was one OXCC game back in the day, Battle of the Bulls. I can't even tell you when. It was pouring rain. I was the general, and all my shit talking from years ago finally caught up with me, where I think I was the German general against the American general was Marcus from Spectre, and all my shit talking caught up with me, and I got a smackdown, and I remember we were outnumbered 3-1, and I remember them trying to give me teams, and I'm like, nope. Like, if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose with who I got, and that's just how it is. But it was like torrential downpour. Like, go in your shower right now with all your gear on for 7 hours in the coldest it could be. That's what it was like. And I sat there in the pouring rain at the end of the day, and I shook everybody's hand, and I said, congratulations, you beat me. I can eat my words right now. Only time in my life I ever had to eat my words. And probably a couple more times I should have, but shout out to OXCC. Definitely. That guy Marcus, if you're still out there, let's go for a rematch. I know it's been like probably 15 years, but let's go for a rematch, dude. Like, if you ever listen to this thing, let's go for a rematch. The only scenario game I ever lost as a general, I had like an undefeated streak, mostly at OXCC, because that was my jam, dude. I had that field down. Like nobody's biz, you know. I need an adjustment this year, though. I would need an adjustment to do it this time, because there's some new stuff in play there that hasn't been there when I was there. But many good times. The fire base, the trenches, I don't know what it's called. That right next to the trenches, whatever, dude. Legoland wasn't Legoland. I was there before the airport was the airport, and whatever. But they do it big at OXCC for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. That's home for me. That's a recommended field for anyone, any age, any skill level. Just go out and play.
No, for sure, they're definitely great. So, all right, dude. So before we sign out of here, we like you plug your sponsors. If you got any gats or any of your jerseys you want to show off, tell everybody who helps you guys out.
OXCC, always one and only CK Fight Life. That's all I got for you, Soup Can.
That's it. It's short, simple, and sweet, guys.
Short, simple, and sweet. Planet Eclipse guns. Shoot Planet Eclipse guns.
Yeah, dude, they're not a sponsor of mine. I'll give them the shout out, man. I am a fan of Planet Eclipse from, dude, even the EMEC, man. I'm gonna even say this, dude. If it's not a tournament practice or a tournament speedball tournament, baby, you got it. That's all you need. That's all you need is EMEC or M170. If you're a baller and you're playing rec ball with an electric gun, sit down, dude. Sit down, because you ain't that good, kid. You don't need those extra balls, dude.
Nope. I'll take a rental EMEC and just go have fun with it, man. I'll put my barrel on it, my loader on it, and I'm good.
You do need that barrel, though. And, you know, it does help to have that Pops ASA on it instead of trying to rip your tank in there. You know what I mean? I'll say that, too. But, dude, stock, it's good. You throw one of them, the hair valves and the whatever, the triggers, and them things shoot fast, dude. They shoot fast, dude.
Huge shout out to Planet Eclipse, CK Fight Life.
Hell yeah, guys. So,
all right.
Reggie, thanks for coming on,
man. Let's
get
a soup can for the road,
thanks
though.
For having me, guys. I appreciate you.
Cool. Yeah, and he's right. Let's get a nice soup can for the road, man. Send our listeners off right.
Hey, soup can.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.
See you.